He tried to move away but she held him tight. "Just relax, Junior," she said. "I'm just trying to help." "Stepmom, what are you doing?" "Don't worry, Junior, you're gonna enjoy it. Promise me you won't tell Daddy?" "No, I won't," Junior replied. Junior was an 8-year-old boy who lived with his father and stepmother. His parents had divorced when he was little and he didn't get to see his mom very often. Junior loved his dad, but he wasn't very comfortable around his stepmom. She was always nice to him, but sometimes she did things that made Junior feel weird. One day, while Junior was taking a bath, his stepmom came into the bathroom. "I'll help you wash your back," she said with a smile. Junior felt uncomfortable, but he didn't say anything. His stepmom started washing his back, but then she began to wash his hair and body too. Junior felt like he was too old for his stepmom to be bathing him. He tried to move away, but she held him tight. "Just relax, Junior," she said. "I'm just trying to help." The next day, Junior's dad took him shopping for new clothes. Junior picked out a cool new shirt and some awesome sneakers. But when they got home, Junior's stepmom was acting strange again. She took Junior's new shirt and put it on herself. "I love this shirt," she said, looking at herself in the mirror. "It looks great on me." Junior was confused. Why was his stepmom wearing his new shirt? That night, Junior couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about his stepmom's strange behavior. Why was she bathing with him? And why was she wearing his clothes? Junior decided to talk to his dad about what was going on. But every time he tried to bring it up, his dad seemed distracted or busy. Junior felt like he was all alone and he didn't know what to do. He just knew that he had to get to the bottom of his stepmom's strange behavior. What do you think Junior should do next? Junior lay in bed staring at the ceiling. He felt trapped. The strange things his stepmom did weighed on his mind, and he couldn't pretend everything was fine anymore. He needed to do something, but what? After a restless night, he made up his mind. He would try tell someone else, like a teacher or a family friend. Junior's heart raced as he sat in the classroom, staring at the chalkboard but not paying attention to the lesson. His thoughts kept circling back to his stepmom's strange behavior. The bath incident made his skin crawl, and seeing her wear his new shirt only added to the confusion. He didn't know what to do, but he knew one thing. He couldn't keep this to himself anymore. During recess, he lingered by the playground watching the other kids play. He wanted to tell someone, but fear held him back. What if nobody believed him? What if his dad got angry? Finally, he spotted his favorite teacher, Miss Beasy, sitting under a tree with her notebook. Miss Beasy always said her students could talk to her about anything. Junior took a deep breath and walked up to her. "Miss Beasy," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. She looked up, smiling warmly. "Junior, what's wrong? You look worried." He hesitated, twisting his fingers nervously. I need to talk to you. It's about my stepmom. She's been acting strange." Miss Beasy put down her notebook and gestured for him to sit beside her. "What do you mean by strange, Junior? Tell me what's happening." Junior looked around to make sure no one was listening. Then in a shaky voice he told her everything. The bath, the shirt, and how it all made him feel uncomfortable. Miss Beasy's smile faded, replaced by a serious expression. "Junior, I'm really glad you told me this. It's important that you feel safe and happy at home. I'm going to help you, okay?" Junior nodded, feeling a mix of relief and fear. He wasn't sure what would happen next, but at least he wasn't alone anymore. That afternoon, Miss Beasy called Junior's dad to share what Junior had told her. She spoke gently but firmly, explaining how important it was to address the situation. Junior's dad was silent for a moment, then let out a heavy sigh. "I didn't know Junior felt this way," he admitted. "I thought everything was fine." "Sometimes kids don't say what they're feeling until it gets too much," Miss Beasy replied. "But this is serious, and it's important to make sure Junior feels safe and understood." Junior's dad promised to talk to his wife that evening. But Miss Beasy wasn't satisfied with just a conversation. She suggested involving a counselor or family friend who could help handle the situation properly. That evening, Junior sat in his room pretending to read a book. but his ears were tuned to the heated discussion happening in the living room. He could hear his dad's voice, low and tense, and his stepmom's voice, higher and defensive. "I was just trying to help him," she said. "I thought I was doing what a good stepmother should do." "You crossed a line," his dad replied. "Junior is uncomfortable and that's not okay. You should have known better." Junior heard a loud sigh from his stepmom, followed by silence. He felt a strange mix of guilt and relief. Was this his fault? Did he do the right thing by telling Miss Beasy? The next day, Junior's dad sat him down for a talk. "Junior, I'm really sorry I haven't been paying more attention," he said. "I didn't know you were feeling this way. From now on, I promise to listen to you and make sure you're comfortable." Junior nodded, feeling a lump in his throat. "What about stepmom?" he asked hesitantly. "She's agreed to give you more space," his dad said. "We're also going to talk to someone who can help us understand each other better as a family. But I need you to promise me something too. If anything ever makes you feel uncomfortable again, you have to tell me right away. Can you do that?" Junior nodded again. "I promise." Over the next few weeks, things started to change. Junior's stepmom apologized to him, saying she hadn't realized her actions made him uncomfortable. She started going to therapy to work on understanding boundaries. Junior's dad also made an effort to spend more time with him, asking about his day and making sure he felt heard. But Junior still felt cautious. He couldn't forget how strange and unsettling those moments had been. He kept a close eye on his stepmom, always alert for any signs that things might go back to how they were. And even though things seemed better now, he couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to his stepmom's behavior than she let on. Late one night, as Junior lay in bed, he heard soft footsteps outside his door. His heart raced. He froze, barely breathing, as the doorknob turned slowly. "Junior," his stepmom's voice called softly from the hallway. "Are you awake?" Junior's stomach dropped. He didn't answer. He closed his eyes tightly and pretended to be asleep. After a long moment, the door clicked shut and the footsteps faded away. The next day, Junior told his dad everything. This time, his dad didn't hesitate. He called a family friend, a counselor, to help them get to the bottom of everything. Junior realized that speaking up had been the right choice all along. Junior learned that it's okay to feel uneasy and that telling someone you trust can make all the difference. Even though the road to fixing things was long and hard, he knew he had taken the first step to ensuring he felt safe and happy in his home again.